A 72-year-old woman abruptly died this morning. The reason? She committed a mistake without even recognizing it. Something so widespread that many persons over 70 engage in it daily. In actuality, our bodies become more sensitive to minor behaviors that may have looked innocuous when we were younger as we age. And regrettably, those seemingly insignificant decisions can pile up to pose a major risk to our health. This movie explores 4 morning errors that can be endangering you without you recognizing it. Your heart, circulation, balance, and even brain function may all be impacted by these errors. The worst part is that the majority of adults over 70 commit at least one of these errors each morning. The good news is that they are simple to address once you are aware of them, and avoiding them could mean the difference between a major medical emergency and a healthy, active life. Stick with me through to the finish because the last error is one of the most harmful, yet almost anyone discusses it. It can greatly raise the risk of falls, vertigo, and even cardiac issues. But many seniors aren't even aware they're doing it. You would be remiss if you missed it. Before we start, I advise you to turn on the bell and subscribe if you haven't already so you don't miss any videos. Please leave a comment if you like this video. To help me create better videos for you, please leave a 0 in the comments if you don't enjoy it. Let's get going now. The first mistake was getting out of bed too soon. Getting out of bed too quickly is one of the most risky things you may do in the morning, even though it looks entirely harmless. This easy behavior may go unnoticed, yet it can cause dizziness, abrupt decreases in blood pressure, and even deadly falls in older persons. Our circulatory system doesn't adapt as fast as it formerly did as we age. Blood tends to pool in the lower body after lying down for a number of hours. Your blood pressure may drop precipitously if you rise up too quickly or sit up abruptly. Orthostatic hypotension is the cause of the morning lightheadedness or dizziness that so many persons over 70 feel. Consider when you last got out of bed. For a few seconds, did you feel a little unsteady? Perhaps you had to steady yourself for a moment before taking your first step, or your vision became a little blurry. That indicates that the abrupt action wasn't anticipated by your body, and that unstable moment could result in a dangerous fall if you're not careful. Think about a 74-year-old man named Edward. He would get out of bed every morning, swing his legs over the side, and get to his feet right away. Until he lost his footing and briefly blacked out one morning, he never gave it any attention. It could have been much worse, but fortunately he landed on his bed. At that moment, he recognized the need to alter his morning routine. The answer is straightforward but effective. Rather than leaping out of bed, take 3 steps. Start by wriggling your fingers and toes and taking a few deep breaths as soon as you wake up. This promotes circulation. Second, maintain your feet on the floor while you carefully turn onto your side and sit up. Third, steady yourself for a second before standing. Give your body a few seconds to adjust, stretch your arms, and move your ankles. This minor alteration may seem insignificant, but it can significantly lower your risk of falls, imbalance, and dizziness. Additionally, falls are one of the largest risks for older persons, as you are undoubtedly already aware, as they can result in broken bones, hospital stays, and even permanent mobility problems. Therefore, take a step back and reevaluate your morning routine if you've been getting out of bed too early. Spending a few more minutes in bed could save your life. The second mistake is not drinking water in the morning. Not drinking water as soon as you get up is one of the most common yet harmful morning blunders individuals make, especially after the age of 70. Your body is mildly dehydrated after hours of sleep, even if you might not consider it an essential matter in the morning. And that can have major repercussions for senior citizens. Your body's organs continue to function when you sleep. Your lungs breathe, you work, and sweat and respiration cause your body to lose fluids. The blood is a little thicker when you wake up. Your body is functioning at a tiny deficit, and your circulation is sluggish. It can lead to issues like high blood pressure, poor circulation, and even a higher risk of heart attack or stroke if you don't promptly replace the fluid. Consider your feelings in the morning. Do you ever have dry mouth when you wake up? Do you have some stiffness in your joints? Perhaps you find that it takes a long to feel really awake, or your energy levels seem lower than they should be. All of these could indicate dehydration. Additionally, you might be exacerbating the issue if you choose coffee over water as your first beverage of the day. Consider Jamie. He had a routine of getting up and heading straight for his morning coffee at the age of 76. For decades, it was his habit. He never gave it a second consideration. However, as he grew older, he began to occasionally feel lightheaded, and have morning fog. When he woke up, his doctor advised him to try drinking water. He saw a change in a few weeks. His energy levels increased, his headaches decreased, and he felt more attentive. Water is necessary for maintaining healthy blood flow, supporting renal function, and lessening cardiac strain. Having a glass of water first thing in the morning helps rehydrate your organs, boost your metabolism, and get your circulation going properly. Additionally, hydration in the morning can help people with digestive issues stay on top of things. Start with something easy, like a little glass of water as soon as you get up, if you don't typically drink it in the morning. If it's easier, keep it beside your bedside. Additionally, warm water with a little lemon can be a nice substitute if you like warm drinks. Your body has put in a lot of effort over the night, and it requires enough water to perform at its peak. Don't hold off till you're dehydrated. You're already dehydrated by the time you experience thirst. Thus, develop the habit of drinking water first thing in the morning. Your body will appreciate it. Please let me know in the second remark below if you're still watching this video and finding these ideas helpful. Let's go ahead now. Drinking coffee before eating is the third mistake. Many individuals consider their first cup of coffee to be the official start of the morning. For decades, this regimen has been followed. Pour a new cup, get up, and begin your day. Here's the issue though. One of the worst things you can do to your health, especially after the age of 70, is to drink coffee on an empty stomach. Your body is in a vulnerable situation and your stomach is empty when you wake up. Your body's natural stress hormone, cortisol, is at its highest. Your blood sugar is low, and your digestive system is just getting started. Coffee on an empty stomach raises cortisol levels, which can cause more stress on the body, pain in the digestive tract, and even chronic problems like acid reflux or stomach irritation. Your body is trying to tell you something if you've ever had coffee in the morning and felt jittery, dizzy, or even a bit nauseous. Coffee's acidity can cause heartburn, acid reflux, or indigestion by irritating the stomach's lining when it's empty. Additionally, that irritation might become a daily problem without you noticing it in elderly folks who may already have more sensitive digestion. Think about a 75-year-old Robert. His daily routine was the same every morning: black coffee first, followed by meals. Until he started getting acid reflux more often, he didn't give it much thought. He initially attributed it to aging or spicy foods, but after consulting his physician, he discovered that consuming coffee right before meals was causing needless strain on his digestive tract. After a few weeks, the pain somewhat decreased, and he began eating a modest snack, such as a banana or a handful of nuts, before his coffee. The secret here is to change the timing, not to give up coffee. It helps to have a little snack before your first cup. The acidity lowers your body's stress reaction and stabilizes blood sugar levels. Try switching up the sequence if you're the type of person who grabs for coffee as soon as you wake up. Before your coffee, even something as basic as a piece of fruit, a slice of bread, or a few crackers can have a significant impact. Additionally, eating beforehand might help counteract any anxiety or jitters you may experience after drinking coffee. On an empty stomach, caffeine is rapidly absorbed, which may result in a more intense energy surge that is followed by a crash. In contrast to a rapid energy spike followed by a slump, eating first helps slow the absorption and gives a more consistent increase. Therefore, consider if you have given your body something to work with before you take your first sip tomorrow morning. Keeping your energy levels balanced, preserving your stomach, and feeling your best may all be achieved with a minor modification in habit. The fourth mistake is to move too fast and ignore morning stiffness. Underestimating the effect of morning stiffness is one of the most harmful mistakes you may make after the age of 70. Many people believe that a slight tightness in their joints is a typical aspect of aging as they wake up. They ignore it, push through it, and move swiftly until one mistake causes discomfort, harm, or even a severe fall. Your muscles and joints harden as you sleep because there is less mobility and circulation. Because the body naturally creates less synovial fluid, the lubricant that keeps joints functioning smoothly. This is particularly frequent in older persons. As a result, your body isn't quite prepared for action when you first wake up. You're putting yourself at needless risk if you get up too fast, twist incorrectly, or take an unsteady step. Recall a morning when you woke up and had that recognizable tenseness in your shoulders, knees, or back. Perhaps you dismissed it as nothing significant, or perhaps it disappeared after a short while. Ignoring morning stiffness every day, however, can cause more serious problems later. Restricted movement, persistent discomfort, or worse, an unexpected injury that may have been prevented. Consider a 78-year-old Walter. When he woke up stiff, he would just push through it because he always thought of himself as rather active. Then one morning, while he was walking to the restroom, he stumbled and fell hard onto his hip. Because he hadn't spent a few more minutes to warm up his body before exercising, that one moment resulted in months of recuperation. The good news is that it's easy to avoid making this error. Spend some time waking up your joints before you even sit up in bed. Begin with light motions. Stretch your arms, turn your ankles, and wiggle your fingers and toes. Then, to loosen up your hips, perform a few knee lifts or gentle leg motions while continuing in a supine position. After sitting up, roll your shoulders, inhale deeply, and stretch lightly before getting to your feet. Although it takes very little time, this has a huge impact. A few more minutes of light exercise can make the difference between starting your day with confidence and feeling lethargic and wobbly. It's also critical to pay attention to your morning movements. If necessary, use a stable surface for support and take your time, particularly if you're going to the restroom in low light. Taking things slowly can help you avoid putting undue strain on your muscles and joints, since your body requires time to adjust. Don't disregard it the next time you wake up and feel a little stiff. Allow enough time for your body to adjust to movement. Because the first step in maintaining your independence and level of activity is safeguarding your mobility, which starts as soon as you get out of bed. Please let me know in the fourth comment below if you're still viewing this video and finding these teachings helpful. It's time to conclude. Last words. Consider your own morning ritual as we come to the end of this video. Have you ever unknowingly committed one of these errors? In actuality, the routines we establish in the morning determine the course of the day, and they become much more significant after the age of 70. Making significant adjustments is not the goal of a robust, healthful morning routine. It's about making minor changes to keep your body safe, your mind clear, and your mood at its peak at the beginning of the day. These small adjustments add up, whether it's taking a little longer to get out of bed, prioritizing hydration, paying attention to how you drink your coffee, or gradually increasing your level of movement before the day begins. And in the long run, they can make the difference between continuing to be independent and active and taking needless health risks. It's not totally accurate to assume that health issues in old life are unavoidable. Your longevity, energy levels, and general well-being are greatly influenced by the decisions you make each day, particularly in the early hours of the morning. Awareness is the key. Now that you are aware of these 4 typical errors, you can steer clear of them. Additionally, manage your mornings in a way that will benefit your health for many years to come. What caught your attention the most? Which of these morning routines do you believe you should change? Or which do you think you've been doing directly already? Please share one item you learned today and how you intend to apply it in your life in the comments section below. We would love to hear from you. We value your opinions, so please feel free to express them. We are greatly inspired and encouraged by reading your remarks. Please like, subscribe, and share this video if you found it entertaining and useful. We can keep producing high-quality content to educate and uplift you thanks to your support. We appreciate your time and hope to see you in the upcoming video.